Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu narrates that once Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, while talking about salah, said, "For its devotees, salah shall on the day of Qiyamah be a light for him, an argument in his favor and a means of his deliverance, whereas there will be no light, no defense, and no deliverance from punishment for one who does not guard his salah. And he shall meet the fate of Fir'aun, Haman, and Ubay bin Khalf." Once again, Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu narrates that once the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, while talking about salah, said, "For its devotees, salah shall on the day of Qiyamah be a light for him, an argument in his favor and a means of his deliverance, whereas there will be no light, no defense, and no deliverance from punishment for one who does not guard his salah. And he shall meet the fate of Fir'aun, Haman, and Ubay bin Khalf." Everybody knows that Fir'aun, the big disbeliever, had been so proud that he proclaimed himself Lord the Highest and made his people worship him. Haman was his chief minister and accomplice. Ubay bin Khalf was the most active and severest enemy of Islam among the disbelievers of Makkah. Before the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam migrated to Medina, he used to say to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "I have reared a horse which I feed very well. I will slay you one day riding on its back." Once Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied to him, "If Allah Ta'ala wills, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills it, you shall meet your end at my hands." In the battle of Uhud, he ran about the field in search of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, saying, "If Muhammad is not slain today, then I stand no chance of surviving." He at last found Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and advanced to attack him. The Sahaba wanted to finish him before he reached Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam stopped them. When he came near, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam took a spear from one of the Sahaba and struck him with it, causing a little scratch on his neck. He staggered and fell down from his horse and then fled towards his camp, crying, "By Allah Ta'ala, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has killed me." His people tried to console him and told him that it was only a bruise and there was nothing to worry about. But he would say, "Muhammad had once announced to me in Makkah that he would kill me. By Allah Ta'ala, had he only spat at me, I would have died." It is said that he bellowed like a bull. Abu Sufyan, who was very active on that day, put him to shame for crying in that manner over a slight wound. But he said, "Do you know who has inflicted this injury upon me? It was none other than Muhammad. By Al-Lat and Al-Uzza, if my pain be distributed over all the people of Hijaz, none of them would survive. Since the time he had declared that he would kill me, I was sure that I would meet my death at his hands. If he only spat at me after that declaration, I would be no more." So he died on his way back, a day before they reached Makkah. Look, a disbeliever like Ubay bin Khalf is so sure about the truth of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's word that he does not have the slightest doubt about his own death. But where do we stand? Although we believe in him as the greatest Nabi of Allah Ta'ala, consider his words to be most genuine and boast of our love for him, yet how far do we act upon his advice and how much do we fear the punishments about which he has warned us? It is for everyone of us to think over this and answer. Ibn Hajar, while quoting this hadith, had also recorded the name of Qarun and Fir'aun and others. He writes, sharing the fate of these people on the day of Qiyamah is due to the fact that it is often the activities that these guilty persons did which cause neglect of salah. If therefore a person neglects salah due to a desire for wealth, he will meet the fate of Qarun. If due to love for power, then that of Fir'aun. If due to attachment with a ruler, then that of Haman. And if due to occupation in trade, then that of Ubay bin Khalf. Meeting the same fate as theirs explains fully the severest tortures in store for those who neglect salah. Although the disbelievers shall have to suffer their punishment forever, the erring believers will be released after their period of punishment is over and will ultimately be allowed to enter Jannah. Yet this period, who knows, may last for thousands of years. Allah give me and all of us understanding of what we're reading.